Moonbeams on Venus by John Hare. Jim hasn't lived on Venus for very long. But already he missed Earth. He missed his grandma, he missed plants, he missed the rain, he missed playing outside without wearing a suit built like a tank. But mostly, he missed sleep. Jim hadn't slept a wink since the move. School, sports, and his social life were all being affected. Then he remembered what his grandma used to tell him back on Earth. Nothing helps you fall asleep like laying in a moonbeam. That's it, thought Jim. I must find a moonbeam so I can get some sleep. Jim went home, opened the window shade, and waited for night. He waited and waited and waited, but it never got dark. Turns out a Venus day is as long as 116 Earth days. I can't wait that long to sleep, thought Jim. So he boarded a train to the far side of the planet. Maybe there I can see some moonbeams, he thought. As the train sped across the scorching landscapes of Venus, the sky grew dimmer and dimmer and dark. Jim disembarked at the first city he came to on the night side of Venus. He found a place to lie down, a room with big windows in the ceiling where moonbeams would surely come in. Jim turned off the lights, but it was too cloudy to see anything. "Excuse me," he said to the janitor. "When are these clouds supposed to pass?" "You must be new here," was the janitor's answer. "Venus is always cloudy." I have to get above the clouds if I'm ever going to find a moonbeam, thought Jim. Jim hopped into one of the surface suits built to withstand the enormous pressure and heat of the surface of Venus. Jim headed up the tallest mountain he could see. Maybe this mountain goes higher than the clouds, he said to himself. At the top, he saw sparks of light. Stars? No, just lava. Clank! Something hit Jim. What was this? It was some kind of cargo lift. Where does it go? Wondered Jim. One way to find out. Jim was lifted above the crushing pressure of the surface, and higher than the thickest, hottest, sulfury clouds. The lift took him to a floating research station. Jim climbed out of his heavy surface suit and into a lightweight sky suit. I bet there's a nice view upstairs, he thought. Look at all those stars, thought Jim. It was the perfect place to watch the moon rise. Jim made himself comfortable and waited to be bathed in sleepy moonbeams. Any minute now. Why wasn't the moon rising? "Excuse me," he said to a station researcher. "When does the moon rise?" Turns out Venus doesn't even have a moon. Jim was exasperated. But wait. What was this? Could it be? Grandma? Grandma, Venus doesn't have a moon. How am I supposed to sleep without moonbeams? Oh, Jimmy, I made that up. You don't need moonbeams to sleep. What a relief, thought Jim.